The photographer I chose for this project is American photographer William Eggleston. Eggleston was born in Tennessee, but grew up in Mississippi where he learned to take his photos. His focus was on color photos, and his work was very different from most others at the time. Most of his photos were untitled, and the works that I'll be focusing on in this presentation were taken in the 60s and 70s. Eggleston used a different process to make his images than others. He used color transparency film, and then he would go and use dye transfer printing, which is when all the different colors of the photo are printed on different negatives so that specific colors pop. He has had multiple galleries in the MoMA, showing that his work has made him an established photographer. His most famous piece is entitled The Red Ceiling. This simple photo of a red ceiling and red walls with one singular light bulb would be considered aesthetically evaluative as all the colors are the same, as well as explanatory. The monochromatic effect of this photo gives the viewer an uneasy feeling. As Eggleston said, the dye transfer printing made the red on the walls look like they were dripping in blood. His other photos were rather explanatory in nature, such as this photo of a young boy pushing a cart. The complementary color of the sun hitting the boy's skin, giving him an orange tone, with the blue background, makes the photo aesthetically evaluative, but also is an explanatory photo, as the viewer knows that the boy is returning the carts to the store. Another explanatory example is this photo of a building at evening time. The neon sign giving one side of the building a pink hue, with the contrast of the background being a dark blue color, allows a typically white building to be seen in a different light than it would ever be seen in before. This allows the viewer to look into their own daily lives and realize how such ordinary things in their lives can be seen through the lens of different colors. One of my favorite photos is a photo of this woman in church. She's the main star of the photo, as she's sitting right in the view of the camera. Her hot pink dress stands out so vibrantly against the dark pew and the dark color of her skin. Eggleston worked to capture ordinary Americans in their natural environment, while focusing on the different perspectives and saturating the colors so intensely that they become the star of the show. The subject matter of his photos are so simple that the viewer is able to focus on the color rather than what's in the actual image. This image, again, the viewer is drawn to how brightly saturated and bright pink this woman's dress is. Eggleston changed the way that people began to take photos. This added character to a world of art. People started to take notice of the color and see it as a breakthrough, as something that they could add to enhance their photos, rather than something that took away from the subject. At the time, most color photos were used for advertisement, not for casual viewing, and Eggleston worked to change that. Another photo I really like is this photo of breakfast. It's once again untitled and taken in 1973. The dark point and the contrast of the photo allows the color of the iced drink as well as the white of the menus to pop right off the table. However, once again, the photo is so simple that anyone could relate to it. The photo gives a sense of familiarity, as if the viewer was there at breakfast with the photographer. This next photo could also be considered monochromatic, as most of the photo is seen in an orange hue, as the girl has ginger hair and the building has red stripes, as well as the time of day, as the sun must be setting because the lighting is seen more orange than if the lighting was at noon. Overall, my interest in Eggleston stemmed from his approach using the dye transfer printing, as well as how simple his subject matter was, yet how in-depth his photos were.